Hey everyone, welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, Delmarva's live and local show. I'm sports anchor Devin J. Martin.
And I'm Cole Howard. Welcome on into the show. We have got a lot to get into tonight.
Yeah, now Cole, before we start talking sports, I think the big winner of this week has been weather. It's been a huge factor. It's been canceling a bunch of games on Tuesday and today. That's why we're going to have a couple games this week, but not as much as we usually were, because I think the big winner of the week was definitely weather. So we got to throw things over to Chief Meteorologist Rich Werdzik, who's going to talk to us about what the weather's been like today and what's going on with the weather going forward as well.
I know you guys have been kind of all over the place with your schedule with these games being canceled and moved for good reason. I mean, you take a look at conditions like this. This is live in downtown Dover, by the way, via one of the Del.Dot cameras or just near downtown. And you can see the roads are not in the best of shape here as temperatures continue to fall, and anything that is not treated is very icy out there. And just taking a look, too, at the fact that another snow shower coming through has put down that little film of snow across the area. Even all the way to the coast, we've seen some snow here accumulate, like in Ocean City here at the boardwalk. I think roads are not nearly as bad when you get south of Ocean City, but still, we've got issues tonight with these numbers falling through the 20s. Everyone's below freezing at this point. The breeze picking up a little bit as that Arctic air starts to spill in. And we're pretty much done with the accumulating snow, but these icy roads, especially the back untreated roads, going to be a problem throughout the weekend with as cold as it's going to be. Have that coming up here in just a few minutes. Send it back to Cole and Devin.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, that's horrible.
Yeah, did you see those temperatures under 30? But it's that snow. As soon as that schools get a whiff of snow, like, you know what, cancel everything.
Yeah. Dusting, they closed for 2 days. When I was in high school, it took 10 inches of snow just to get a 2-hour delay.
Yeah, when we were in high school, back in our day, you got to go up the hills both ways to get to school through the snow and the ice. But, you know, they can't handle it today. Now, let's get to the games that actually did happen this week. Cambridge, South Dorchester, they've been a powerhouse in the 1A and the Bayside North. And Wednesday night, a day that we did have a whole bunch of games, they put their unbeaten record to the test against Colonel Richardson. Now we're going to start in the first quarter. Colonel get caught sleeping, and the Vikings get the turnover. LaShawn Moody.
Best guard.
Yeah, look at him right there coming over from Easton, getting to the bucket. That's what he likes to do. Now, the Vikings keeping their foot on the gas pedal. This is Moody again, but this time he's at the top of the key.
There we go.
And he drills the three.
Yeah,
that's what he does. Colonel, though, they're trying to keep it close. The Colonels definitely put up a fight in this game. They get the steal, passes it ahead to the freshman, Jazeer Dickerson, who kisses it off the glass for two. He's definitely going to be a name you're going to be hearing for the next couple years as long as he stays at Colonel. He's a freshman getting a lot of playing time and definitely getting a lot of buckets. CR was actually up 21-20 at halftime, but the third quarter is when things got ugly.
Yeah, the Vikings outscored Colonel, Devin, 34-5 in the third quarter. As a matter of fact, Colonel only scored 10 points in the entire second half. CSD put on a clinic in front of that home crowd. LaShawn Moody led the way with 19 points, and Kobe Ennis backed him up with 16. This Viking squad, they stay undefeated in a final score of 65-31. CSD is definitely the team to beat in the North, but I'm honestly thinking that this team is a legit state title contender.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Cambridge is a team that's really, really good, but I could see that they like to play with their food a little bit. They were down one, and then they're like, you know what? Let's actually start trying, and then they blow. That's the only way you can blow out a team like that. And then you went to that game earlier this week as well, and you know they had 5 points. They held their opponents to 5 points in the third quarter, but they did the same thing in the fourth quarter, so they can turn it on offense and defense. Now, that was a good game, but we got to go to our game of the week. Snow Hill hosting the undefeated Decatur Seahawks. Now, you were at that game. Tell me what you saw.
This game had it all. We got to jump into the highlights. Decatur, they shot themselves in the foot a little bit. Keandre Nixon and the Eagles taking on David Chandler and the Seahawks. Let's get into it. Snow Hill out to an early lead. Nixon, he's going to get the ball from Hudson. He's going to dial it up from range, drains it all silk on that one, baby.
Oh, man, that backcourt is crazy.
It is. In Decatur, they're going to answer right back right here. Kareem Bolden to Bryson. Watch him move down low with the two-handed jam. There's a bit of history, though, between these two teams. Jaden Hudson, former Seahawk. He was a one-time Seahawk. He's going to hit the corner three right now back in Snow Hill. Anything you can do, I can do better. Tribe-wise, he's going to get the ball on the wing. He's going to pull it for his own tray ball and, bam, splash it down. He knows what it is.
Wow, but, you know, this is actually a really competitive game because the Eagles went into the locker room with the lead, and they continue to add it on in the third quarter. Hudson gets it over to Tyler Riddick. Now, Riddick's been with the Eagles for a while. Gets the bucket plus the foul. He's fired up, and so are the Eagles. Decatur, though, needs big-time shots to get back at it. And Kareem Bolden is a player that can hit those big-time shots. He hits the three, and he's not done this time. It's on the wing. pass from Chandler. This time a catch and shoot three. Decatur's only within 1 point in the final minutes. It's 61-60, but Jaden Hudson would halt the momentum right there. Woo! Over his former teammate, Euro step with the left hand off the glass. Snow Hill's up by 3. Decatur, they get the one last chance, but no, it's no good. Snow Hill wins a thriller, 64-62. Sean Johnson, the head coach of the Eagles, is fired up, and he had to say this after the game, after his team's big win.
Feeling amazing right now. You know, again, I said it the last time you guys talked to me. We hear the noise. Bennett, Decatur, and our name is not mentioned. We wanted to show that we deserve to be there as well. Again, we want to get better each game. Go back and look at film and see what things we can perfect and get better at and get ready for the next game.
Well, Coach Johnson, we're talking about you guys right now. You guys you definitely deserve to be named. You definitely deserve to be named with the Bennetts and the Decaturs. I mean, you proved that you have a strong argument to be the best team in the Bayside. I mean, they gave Decatur their only loss of the year, but it wasn't just basketball that happened at this game. There was also a reported brawl. A large police presence was on scene, and Worcester County Sheriff's Office will be investigating what happened. So we're going to be continuing to follow this story and bring you details as they continue to emerge. Now, let's head up Route 13, go from Maryland to Delaware, and talk about the Laurel Bulldogs, who played host to another undefeated team that's from Henlopen, the Spartans. Now, would the home squad be able to pull off the upset? Laurel definitely had an uphill battle, but you know, Lake Forest, they're pretty good, but, you know, once you play in front of your home crowd, you get a lot of, I would say, home cooking going for you. Jackson Starkey, though, hits the three. He had 6 threes on the night for the Spartans, but Khalid Burton, the sophomore, responds, hits it from downtown. And after this game, or after the first half, Laurel was actually in a great position to win the game because they were only down 1 at halftime, but the Spartans were getting basket after basket at the rim, and that would help them remain in the driver's seat. But actually, Laurel would pull away and pull ahead midway through the fourth quarter. Brock Hill gets the bucket right there. He had 23 points on the night. Keyshawn Copes added 22 for the Bulldogs. And that's a player that we don't talk about that much. Brock Hill, he's really good. He's been playing varsity for a couple years for the Bulldogs. His jumper was money, but the lead, it wouldn't last long, Cole. Jackson Starkey, one of the best jump shots in the Henlopen.
One of the smoothest three-point shots.
Yep, and he can do it in quantity, too. He had 6 threes on the night. He led all teams' scores with 29 points. Lake Forest would go on to win. They're 9-0 on the season. So that's tied for the best record in the entire state of Delaware.
It's a team I keep forgetting about.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can't. They're really, really good. Now, be sure to follow us on social media as well. Join the discussion. This is Delmarva Sports Insider. Now, that will do it for the A block. We're taking a commercial break, but when we return, we've got a local athlete spotlight. We come back. Plus, we have more, so do not turn away. This is the Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm Sayla Foreman with Wild High Girls Basketball, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.